Over the last 75 years, over 10,000 chemicals have been introduced to our food supply, yet the EU only allows 300 food additives. But at Thrive Market, we bring our members the highest quality brands and restrict more than 1,000 ingredients found at conventional grocery stores, making the switch as easy with our Healthy Swaps scanner, which finds better versions of all your favorite pantry, snacking, and home essentials without the added junk, dyes, and fillers. Plus, it's all delivered straight to your door. So if you're looking to shop at a grocery store that actually cares about your health, go to thrivemarket.com/podcast and you'll get 30% off your first order and a free gift. Over the last 75 years, over 10,000 chemicals have been introduced to our food supply, yet the EU only allows 300 food additives. But at Thrive Market, we bring our members the highest quality brands and restrict more than 1,000 ingredients found at conventional grocery stores, making the switch as easy with our Healthy Swaps scanner, which finds better versions of all your favorite pantry, snacking, and home essentials without the added junk, dyes, and fillers. Plus, it's all delivered straight to your door. So if you're looking to shop at a grocery store that actually cares about your health, go to thrivemarket.com/podcast and you'll get 30% off your first order and a free gift.
Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben, your go-to podcast for all things green and growing. I'm Ben, your allotment guide, and here to help you cultivate your garden and your passion for plants. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, this podcast is for you. Each episode will dig into tips, tricks and techniques to make your garden and allotment thrive. From planting, sowing and growing, we will share all the tips and advice. We will also have regular episodes talking about what we have been up to on the allotment. So sit back, grab a brew and enjoy today's episode. Hey everyone and welcome to Gardening with Ben for another podcast episode the day before New Year's Eve, the day before we get ready for starting all afresh in 2025. It's soon getting closer to that fresh start and get ready for that new growing season. Well, we're back here with another podcast. This podcast is talking about everything that we got up to at the allotment yesterday, as we had a very busy day. It was extremely busy down at the allotment yesterday, and you probably think, well, it's winter, you can't be doing that much, but I am. I never stop working. I'm always grafting when I'm down at the allotment, and I absolutely love it because obviously I work 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, so it's good to get out of the flat, good to get out in the fresh air and enjoy being down at the allotment.
Over the last 75 years, over 10,000 chemicals have been introduced to our food supply, yet the EU only allows 300 food additives. But at Thrive Market, we bring our members the highest quality brands and restrict more than 1,000 ingredients found at conventional grocery stores, making the switch as easy with our Healthy Swaps scanner, which finds better versions of all your favorite pantry, snacking, and home essentials without the added junk, dyes, and fillers. Plus, it's all delivered straight to your door. So if you're looking to shop at a grocery store that actually cares about your health, go to thrivemarket.com/podcast and you'll get 30% off your first order and a free gift.
So what have we been doing this weekend? Well, we finished tidying all my shed up as it was an absolute pigsty. I didn't realise how much compost I must have had in buckets, old compost. So I've been shifting all that out, putting it into all my beds outside, getting all that out of my shed, and I think I scooped up about a bucket off at carpet. I did tell you I'm not a very tidy gardener, but yeah, it's all clean and tidy now and ready for next year's growing season. So next weekend's job will be starting in tidying up the polytunnel, which is probably worse than my shed. That is a dumping ground. I just shove stuff in there out of the way. So that is going to take a lot of work and a lot of clearing. But we'll crack on and hopefully get it done over 2 weekends. I think that'll take 2 weekends to get that all clean and tidy. And then that'll be another job ticked off my bucket list of what I want to get done. So as we do these jobs, we tick them off and then we know that we've got them all done. So after I've done my polytunnel, then I'll possibly start back outside again, start getting all my beds ready, dig them over again, because I've digged them all over, I've cleared them all, but we might do another dig over of them all and get rid of any weeds and roots that are growing in them. Just to keep on top of it, it's good to keep doing them every month or so that nothing gets growing in them. And one job that I want to do is I want to paint up all my beds and everything and get all them ready, but we won't be able to do that possibly until springtime when we get in the drier days, and hopefully the paint will dry with ease. So we've done that. We've tidied all the shed up. It's all looking good. There's still quite a few repairs that I need to do to the shed. We need to get some perspex and get the roof fixed and a side panel fixed as well. So that's a job on the list as well. So the next thing what we did, we recorded some videos. We recorded our yearly roundup video, which I'm going to do a podcast version of as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that video, which will be dropping on New Year's Eve. And you'll also be able to see my new fantastic potting bench, which I've completed, and the final outcome of it all, and how well it actually looks. And you will be amazed by it, trust me. But yeah, I'm definitely building it up, aren't I, for you all? So yeah, we filmed that video. We have also started sowing some seeds. Yes, I've started and I'm eager to go, but not too eager. I've only sown the ones which will need to be sown now to get them a head start. So I've sown all my onions, we've sown them, and we will be planting them out in the ground hopefully in April if they all grow. Fingers crossed they do grow, because the reason why I'm growing them early is to give them that head start and hopefully get some giant sized onions. So we're starting them off now and then hopefully be planting them out come April time. We have planted some chilies. Yes, I've not done chilies for a few years, so we're going to give chilies a try again this year. There's 10 seeds in it, so hopefully they all germinate. We'll see, fingers crossed. And again, I've done that the reason why with my peppers, because I've also started my peppers off, which is 150 seeds, but we've not sown all them. Is that I planted them around March, April time, the seeds last year, and they were only just fruiting come September time. So I'm starting them off now to get the plants established and hopefully speed them up and get them growing in advance, ready for fruiting earlier, because then we'll get more produce off them, which is what we want. So yeah, we've sown as onions, peppers, and chilies. I still need to sow my aubergines, which I'm looking at the packet right now because I forgot to take it to the allotment. But yeah, we've still got us aubergines to plant. We're not going to plant us tomatoes. I know most tomato packets you'll see say January, February time. We don't start our tomatoes off till March time. They soon catch up, tomato plants. That is one thing that does catch up. Yes, again, you can start them off earlier, but make sure they don't get leggy. They'll need to be in a heated place to get them started and plenty of light. And yeah, obviously you'll get more fruit out of them and more season from them. But we don't start ours till about March time, as we still get plenty off them, which is what we want. So yeah, we've done that. What else have we done? We've fed the birds. We've made sure the birds were fed. We've fed Mrs. Pussycat. She always looks at me. And the thing is, I'll feed her when I get there, and she's always waiting on the path to be fed. And as soon as I walk down, she'll follow. And she'll wait outside the shed until I fill the bowl up. I go and sit in the corner of the shed and have a coffee, just to get started and warmed up. She'll come in and eat it all. She eats it pretty fast, so she's usually quite hungry. We feed her every day, and obviously there'll be rats and birds around for her to catch. So she eats it up quite fast. And then, she'll pop back into the shed a few more times thinking, has he filled it up again yet? And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it more than once. You'll get enough food from this. So, yeah, we fed the cat, and wow, obviously I'd filled my bird feeders up, and I know we've got squirrels down at the allotment. But yesterday I saw 4 squirrels in my fruit tree, all having the bird feeder. And I was like, what? Mind you, I don't mind the squirrels. They're good little pets. They do cause a bit of damage with like the bulbs and stuff like that, but I don't mind seeing the squirrels down there. It's good to see wildlife down at the allotment, and I do encourage it, which some people wouldn't and some people would oppose against it, but I don't mind seeing all the wildlife down there. It's great to see, and it's one thing that I always want to see more of, so hopefully we get different wildlife down there this year. So yeah, we've had a very, very busy day, and because obviously I've started my onions, my peppers and my chilies off, I've brought them home because they'll need heat to germinate, especially the chilies and the peppers. They'll need about 25 degrees to get them germinated, so it's nice and toasty in my flat. And obviously I've got a windowsill now, so I'm going to pop them on the windowsill. We're going to put cling film over them, and we are hopefully going to get them to germinate, and I'll take them back down to the allotment around March time once they've got growing and once they've got established. But yeah, we've been busy with that, and I've started sharing little stories on Instagram stories now and on Facebook stories. So if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, make sure you check my stories out. I'm sharing like little diaries of what I'm getting up to in the day for you all to watch and all to enjoy and see a bit more of In the Life of Gardening with Ben. But let me know if you're liking the little stories, and hopefully I'll keep it up. As you know what I'm like, I'll start something and then I'll stop it. But no, hopefully if more people watch the videos and enjoy them, I hope that they do. So tomorrow's episode, we're going to talk about all the success and all the failures of our allotment of 2024. So make sure you stay tuned for that. That's the last episode of the year coming tomorrow, and then the 1st of January, we will be talking about what we're planning on doing for the 2025. And then the episode after that will be what to start sowing in January and what jobs need doing in the garden in January. So make sure you stay tuned for those episodes coming up. If you don't follow me on Spotify, give me a follow and you'll get notified when new podcasts come up. So until the next time, everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Gardening with Ben. I hope you have found some useful tips and inspiration for your own gardening and allotment journey. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to follow and subscribe to the podcast so you never miss a new episode. And if you have a moment, I'd love for you to leave a review and share the podcast with fellow gardening enthusiasts. Your support helps us grow this community and continue bringing you great content. You can also follow us on social media on every platform called Gardening with Ben for daily gardening tips and updates. Happy gardening, and until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben.